I love pencils. Leave a comment. Do you love pencils? Now I know why. So here, if we're just open to help coming to us in any and all forms, not blocking because it's not the approved way or the rational way or the way everybody else in town is doing it. It's being open. I need this. Help comes to me how it comes. I take the apples and I eat it. So it's an innocence and a directness. We have abundance. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We are continuing taking a deep dive through astrology, 2 degrees at a time. Today we are on Aquarius Leo 24. The mirrors of each other, they each give us additional insight and symbols, the psychological profiling of each of the degrees. Without further ado, let's get into Leo 24. Totally concentrated upon inner spiritual attainment, a man is sitting in a complete state of neglect of bodily appearance and cleanliness. Sunrise over Stonehenge. A drowning man turns into a fish. An artist with wild hair in clothing covered in paint. A nurse carefully notes the exact birth time of a baby. The crystal here is sulfur. It energizes and removes negative thoughts, emotions, barriers to progress. It helps those who are prone to angry outbursts find positive ways to release their energy. It cleans the aura, promotes hope and transformation. It helps us release limiting beliefs so we can embrace our power. So this is somebody who is so intent, concentrated on what they're doing that they're not noticing any of the outer. So this could be somebody who is that wild artist with wild hair, wild ideas. Wild hair means wild ideas. And they paint. They're throwing it everywhere. It's all over their clothes. So somebody who's incredibly intent on what they're doing. Total focus, total concentration is sometimes what is required to get to the heart of something. That is one way to look at this. Another way to look at this is to embrace that idea, to become completely overcome by what it is you desire. Become it. A drowning man becomes the fish. You want something, so embrace the idea of what's it like to be that. I want to be a successful artist who has a lot of money, plenty of time to paint. I don't have to worry about other things because I have everything I need. Embrace yourself, immerse yourself in that. So there's 2 ways to think about it. Well, there's actually a third, and we're getting to that. So the third way is when we find ourselves possibly in something completely overwhelming, we remember that we know what to do. Evolution comes very quickly. The man turns into a fish. Is that really what happened, or did he remember that he was a fish and that he could do whatever he wants? He can change into whatever he wants, and so he becomes it quicker. So it's embracing evolution, moving fast by remembering that we're more than we think we are. Sunrise over Stonehenge means people embraced the fact that cycles were important, and so they built the stones and they used them and they embraced them. They couldn't miss it. So it's embracing whatever is there in such a way that we thrive. So it's not just surviving, it's thriving. I thrive in this environment. I thrive in my evolution. It's having that kind of idea, that kind of mindset. So extreme calm, extreme focus. If something comes up and we feel overwhelmed by it, if we reject it, try to hang on, cling on to whatever it is we think we're losing. Many times we have to give things up in order for the new to come in. In fact, that is how it happens. If something is taking the place, all of a sudden it's gone, there's a void. it's a vacuum and something new comes in. So if we hang on to things, we create suffering for ourselves. So if we embrace it, embrace the change, and be thankful for what we had when we had it, but let it go and become the new. Float. Don't struggle. Accepting our imperfections allows ourselves to morph into what we need more easily. So spiritual cleansings and endings and rebirth, they go together. They go together. Let's take a look at Aquarius 24. A man having overcome his passions teaches deep wisdom from experience. A helicopter depositing a man on top of a great pyramid. A man overcome with a sense of great peace and clarity. A large brown bear picking and eating apples. As he is writing his memoirs, a man recalls a long ago love affair. The stone here is graphite. It is Greek, meaning to write, what we make pencils out of, so it helps writers. It is a wonderful aid for automatic writing. It gives us a boost in creativity, thought, imagination. It helps balance chakras, encourages energetic flow. It helps people express themselves. I love pencils. Leave a comment. Do you love pencils? Now I know why. So here, if we're just open to help coming to us in any and all forms, not being a prude or blocking because it's not the approved way or the rational way or the way everybody else in town is doing it. It's being open. I need this. Help comes to me how it comes. I take the apples and I eat it. So it's an innocence and a directness. We have abundance. Direct gratification. Obviously, this is a degree about writers. So if you're a writer and you don't have pencils, I know a lot of people do everything online. I personally still love pencils. I haven't used one in a while, but guess what? I'll be getting my pencil out today. So teachers and writers talking possibly about taboo subjects. This is going against what might be deemed proper. Also, it's having been there, done that, learned from experience. We learned from scraping our knees, and it's our duty here. This degree is saying we need to embrace the fact that if we learn something, even if it's one little thing, share it with somebody. Help somebody else who's going through something that might be a difficult situation, and help them through writing, through teaching. If we embrace that life is simple, it's simple. If we embrace that everything is against us, all these changes are such a bother and they're a problem for me, guess what? They're going to be a bother and a problem. So wear the right hat. And things come easy to us. We eat the apples. Abundance. An apple tree creates so many apples. There's no reason for anyone to be hungry. Eat the apple. The brown bear is primal energy. He's hungry. He sees an apple. He's going to eat it. It's getting rid of all the filters and the blocks. It's just being direct, innocent, honest. We have abundance. I think the bear is also telling us something else really deeply. An apple tree is, apple is wisdom. We are the apple tree. So if we embrace the fact that we know how to do these things, all we have to do is remember. We remember that we know. And it comes to us. Evolution comes quicker. The drowning man turning into a fish. It just comes quicker. It's not learning something new so much as remembering that everything is within. So that's what I have for you today. If these symbols are speaking to you, you have an idea about them, please leave a comment. Give me a like if you're enjoying these. Subscribe for more in-depth information about the psychology of astrology. And take care till next time.